So OpenAI has announced a new kind of a feature in their whole product line basically, but the new agent that they have announced last week only, it is known as deep research deep research. So if you don't get it, it's literally in its name, it does deep research for you. So I think OpenAI is doing such a great things with their product, but outside of like whatever it is, whatever they are doing it, their whole non-profit to profit converting thing, and then Elon Musk taking or even just trash tweeting about OpenAI, like I can buy OpenAI, like giving offers to OpenAI online on Twitter, 95 billion I think kind of a dollar, and Sam Altman replying to it, it was like, ah, we can buy, we are not interested to buy gas to sell OpenAI, but we are interested to buy Twitter with 9 billion dollars. Basically, the joke here is basically that Twitter is valued. Elon Musk bought Twitter for $40 billion, but the Twitter valuation has got down so much. It's right now I think for $9 billion. So, and then again Elon Musk with his own style replied in the, I think in the, with that same tweet underneath with swindler. I don't know what that means. But OpenAI announced deep research, which is an agent that everyone can use it, which is basically free to use it. Basically, like all free users do get a chance to use their product. That is what I really like. Like there are no kind of an product like things they are introducing, like their voice assistant. You can use their latest voice assistant for limited amount of, basically with limited amount of prompts, with limited amount of time in a month. Same with their 4o model, 4o omni model, and their base model is basically free. You can do whatever things with it. And their, I think the deep research is also available for free, you can use it. And the best part about them is like we get to use majority of the product lineup, unless like there are other, like how there are other AI features that are just being behind paywall system. They are also doing paywall, OpenAI, but at least we can use it. Like that is what I really like, that we can use majority of the features of OpenAI. And I do use, uh, if you want to like want to know how I extensively use ChatGPT, as much as how much, as much as uh, the amount of ChatGPT I use is the more amount right now than any, like the more amount than I spend on, like more amount of time that I spend on Instagram. So basically I think I use Instagram for 30 minutes. I use more than 2 to 3 hours on ChatGPT on my PC basically. You can say that. I use it for brainstorming ideas. I use it for like naming podcast, basically uh, naming the title of the podcast, giving me ideas about thumbnail, uh, trained it with the contextual uh, like ability it has. It is so well can do with so much kind of problems you have on your channel, on your basic things. Like even if things like, you know, with the help of the latest search thing, the voice assistant is so good that even if there are kind of you want to have a discussion with it, sorry, even if you want to have kind of a one-to-one discussion with the newer model, you can do it. It has so much great awareness of contextual and speech recognition that I definitely would recommend. If whenever you have kind of and want to brainstorm an ideas, do lot of things, like it like giving multiple options for a title of a video, giving if you are just stuck with how to explain stuff, you can just ask it like this is the topic, I want to explain it, but give me some points like I can explain it well. That is also, it does it so well. So that is where I do use it for for at least for me that is the limit where I test. Do where I use it, I still don't to do due to till to this date I'm recording it, I still don't use it for research purpose. I still, even though they have search ability in their in the chat gpt, I don't use, like I do use search. I do want to know where it is getting its content, and on from what websites. At least I basically I want to do research about it too, because where they are getting their information from there. But major, if I want to do have kind of a research amount about a certain topics, if I want to make videos, I do not use ChatGPT. I use multiple browsers. I use Edge. I use browsers with multiple different engines, because I try to do multiple different options, like what Google is providing me, what let's say DuckDuckGo is providing me. I don't know people even know DuckDuckGo, but it is really not good. But it is also kind of a search engine that you can use it, which is I use it, like my Safari's default browser is DuckDuckGo, if you want to know. My I use Chrome. I majorly use Chrome on my phone, and on my PC I use Opera GX browsers. There was also uh, the company, I don't know the name, the Arc company, the Arc browser, which was good. I also signed it for beta, but the app was, I don't know, it was heavy or what, but it didn't well. It was so heavy that my it was not doing well with, basically it was not doing well with the my piece, like my laptop. It was so heavy, more than Chrome, you can understand it if you know it. So that is what I use. What, like most of the research is done by me individually, because I still don't trust it. It still hallucinate, and I don't want to get kind of an uh, used to the chat gpt and its reliability to do research for me. I would much rather do it myself, and which is not kind of a big thing for me. But then this new agent they have done is basically doing kind of a solution for my problems, which I don't know if it's a solution or not, but by the looks of it, it does look great. So basically, if what deep research will do for you is the example they have given in their video, which is available on their website. You can go and check it, but I will simplify and talk, let you know what and how does it work. So let's say you are doing quite a research for, let's say, let's get with the simple things. Let's say you are doing research with uh, buying a laptop for your, let's say you have just completed your school, you are going to college, and you need a good laptop for you. So with the help of deep research, what you can do, basically you can tell the context you are in, like, hey, I'm going to college right now, I'm doing degree in, let's say, computer science, and I need a laptop, laptop with certain specifications that can run obviously the codes, and obviously the it should be sufficient enough to run all kind of programs. It should not be lacking behind those kind of basic things, and also it should be done, like if you have certain kind of demand with certain kind of products, and you can give a prompt to it. So after giving a prompt, what it does, it taking the prompt, it just doesn't give a straight up answer like these are the all laptop and these are the laptops you can buy. What it does is just ask you question in return. So basically, let's say you are asking a question, let's again take that the same example about laptops. If you prompt that, what it will you give most probably is it will ask you counter questions like what is your basically budget, what is your basic requirements, like in terms of if you don't know what kind of numbers, like say you are not kind of a tech person who knows what Intel, what AMD, what like this numbering system they have, the products they have. If you don't know, you can just tell it, I don't get this kind of stuff. You can uh, give me a simpler way in terms of research. But it asks you multiple counter questions and you have to answer those. And after answering those counter questions, it will go with its research. It can take more than between 10 to 30 minutes of time, as they have mentioned in their video. So it will take mostly 10 to 30 minutes of your time of your. It is not kind of a faster model. It is made for deep research, so it will go on the internet for you, search everything for you, the laptops according to your requirement, according to you the questions it you have answered for it. And then after, depending upon the topic, it will, after minimum at least I think it takes 10 minutes after topic, it will give you much more in depth according to your understanding of laptops, computers and the products. And then it will give you detailed information about it, which is quite good. So basically what it does, it's search for you own. So if you don't know, last year, if you are much more on Twitter, you know this kind of products still exist. There are lots of AI companies out there, AI agents out there, who do a browsing on the internet for you. And it still exists, but what, so it is not new, but it was not getting integrated in these big AI products like big OpenAI, with OpenAI, Gemini, or say Perplexity. I don't know, like Perplexity and other Claude. This kind of platforms, they have not, it was just not integrated in those. But now the deep research is basically that does what it does is basically do search for yourself, like go on the internet, search it, and make it basically whatever, basically it does researching for you. And you can check whatever the resources it has used, you can check, like it will definitely give you like it, like how the search GPT works. Basically it will give you links to the things, to the products. So according to the deep research, it will not just give you detailed information, it will give you in depth, and also in a really good formatted way. In a, like you can ask like, give me this all information in a table format so I can understand it well. It can do that. So it is customizable. It is much really hard customizable to the core, which is good. And also really good in terms of in-depth research. For, I think it is really good for now, for students in high school, students in university, to help them with things, to brainstorm ideas, to brainstorm research. But uh, this is how it is at the basic context it works. One of the things I was interested is majorly what browser it is using, what product, like let's say it is doing the browsing for yourself, so what browser it is using itself. And what I saw there, it was using Microsoft Bing browser, which like clears out itself. Obviously it will be using Microsoft because OpenAI is kind of a part of a Microsoft owns majority of the OpenAI shares. So I was like, yeah, okay, Microsoft. Yeah, I was just saying, like they were giving, when you can go and see that basically on that video where they were deep research were using, and you can go there and see it, the Microsoft Bing browser is being used for research. But yeah, I wanted to know what browser it used. I think on fundamental level this is how it works, but if you, I want to know at least basic level of it, how it works. For now it does not have any kind of information out there, or even on their website, on their info, it like it is not there in depth, like how, which browser it works. Is it like I definitely more fascinated, like I am definitely more fascinated by the work, by how it works. Like let's say they are saying it browses for you, is this kind of an, like it is running on a different, like on your server it is running on a browser, like kind of an, like virtual machine doing on the cloud services, doing it for you and sending it back? Is this how it works? Or is Gemini o 4, like what are the models, multi models are there combining with each other to get you that perfectly good formatted answers with your understanding, with personalized for everyone? So I'm interested in that actually. I'm doing research, do definitely doing research in that, like how it works. If I get much more deep into it, I will definitely make a whole podcast about it in future, like next month. Obviously, I do not take like, if it is, if there is dead end, I will not make it. If there is a good thing and you can benefit and it is interesting, then I will definitely share like how this model is working and how basically it is working in the server. Like I will be definitely be helpful for that. But I really like this deep research, model. Fuck. uh, Other AI models, I don't know if other models like Perplexity, Gemini Live, or DeepSeek. DeepSeek does have that. I'm using DeepSeek still, researching on it, doing using it extensively too, like at least half an hour a day, and with using it kind of and for my basic things, that trying to do side by side research from for my DeepSeek video too. But DeepSeek is more kind of like it does feel like rough again, but it is more of a not polished product, but it is good in terms of answering too. It is good in terms of uh, like, again, the more plausibility factor for DeepSeek is like how at lower amount they have done it. That is the more plausibility factor rather than the overall product, I will say. Right now I'm using, but because I think 90%, like not 90%, like at least 70% of the time it does gives me error, like the servers are busy kind of a solution most of the time. So I get it why it gives me, but it is a good product. I'm going to do it, gonna talk more about in future videos, in future podcasts. But right now, AI, like if you want to use, again I'm saying it is only good, don't rely too much on these things. Like I'm still, even if the product, even if deep research is kind of an, let's say, good, I don't, I am still not using for my research. I am still doing my own research. It will be helpful for me to make, have a good brainstorming ideas in deep research. That would be great, but not, I will say, it would be great in that. I'll be using in those kind of things. But again, in terms of when it comes to research on day-to-day topics, on recent topics, I would much rather read myself, because it's not about ultimately hallucinating. It's much more becomes about, even can I trust these things? Like hallucinating is one thing, like even the information it is giving me, can I trust it? So ultimately, if I'm back checking every other thing, what deep research or even what ChatGPT is giving me, even if I am back checking again it, then what's the point? Again, I've been doing my own research, like it's just waste of time for now. So I will be not using much more extensively. But if you are a student, it is definitely useful. It is for free. You don't have to get anything paid version for it, at least for now. And majority of the chat gpt or majority of the AI models are free. I don't think you should even take either subscription for it if you don't have money. Like and giving it money will provide you with something. Even I have not given, like even if I use, like I said, use it for 1 or 2 hours of a day, like sitting in front of me here on my second screen and trying to do, giving it giving it prompts, giving it problems, I still don't even after extensively using it, I still don't do the I still haven't gotten the subscription, and so think about it before getting it. But for now, I think deep research is good for my verdict for now. And if you want to use it, do go and check it out. Always do go and check it out. Products are like this whenever this kind of stuff occurs. Like, you never know. You are part at way of AI right now, where like 5 years before, like looking backwards from now, you will be seeing, oh, that were the times where AI was, we were here, where we look back and see 10 years from now and see how internet, how browsing was such a difficult thing to do. Like it was not optimized, how YouTube was not optimized 5 years, 6 years from before. The products are just getting better and better with each day. That is how it works. That is how products work. That is how software products work. So it will be getting better and better. Therefore, ChatGPT is 10x time better than when it was around. Like if you follow me, uh, and if you follow basically using it, you don't have to be a kind of an tech analyst for it, but you can just see it with your own eyes. So that is it for, I think, for deep research. I will be using it. I will be giving a review on this podcast, obviously updating it every week how it is going on. I am much more excited about this Sora model, but it is under the subscription, and I don't know if I will get the subscription for it right now. But for me, the concerning part again is the bad actors using it, bad people using it for misinformation, disinformation, creating disinformation. So I hope no, like they do have good measures for it. For now, that is it for deep research. We will take another break here in between, and this is it for deep research. After a break, we will going to be talking about metas replacing fact checkers, and continuing with community notes like Twitter, like X, after a short break.